All right. Good afternoon, y'all. Today, smoking on some Southern Blend. Man, this stuff smells good. It smells so good. I have yet to get it to burn though properly. That's the thing. So, we're just gonna be smoking a little bit of this. I don't want to smoke too much, because obviously out here in Texas, it's super hot out in the summertime. So I don't know what kind of cut this is supposed to be, but it's a thick cut. Super thick cut. Oh yeah. That's a thick cut right there, dude. It's hard to keep lit, this blend, but in a pipe that's hard to keep lit to begin with. So, not really worried about it all too much. But not a big deal. What I wanted to talk about today was patience. Because, dude, I suck at being freaking patient, dude. I want what I want right now. And I want what I want when I say I want it, and how I want it, and why I want it. And yesterday I was at church, and Pastor Phil literally talks about being patient and not operating on our time, but operating on God's time. And then like today, right, all day today, I'm expecting a call back or a text back from a company that I interviewed with last week. Okay, because I ain't working right now. And so in my mind, I'm thinking I'm gonna get a call back. I'm thinking I'm gonna hear something from somebody and have an answer by today, because I'm thinking, well, I had the interview early last week. I made a video about, how good I felt about the interview I had. And then, not to mention, I made a video about being patient, but I really didn't talk about it like this. And I'm in the throes right now of trusting God. Right now I'm actually in the throes. I'm in the moment right now of trusting God. And I just need to slow down. I just need to slow down because God wants me to slow down. You know? It's so easy to forget about what the Lord tells you. It's easy to forget to be patient, Because, I I asked my friend, I was like, "Hey, do you think I should text him or call him or email him?" He was like, "No." I asked my wife. She said, "No." I asked my mom and dad. They said, "No." And you know what ChatGPT told me? Yeah, go ahead. AI said, "Go ahead, do it." AI, of course, AI is going to tell you to do something that you want to hear. But your family's going to tell you what you ought to hear. And the Bible is definitely going to tell you what you don't want to hear, but what you need to hear. So here I am. waiting patiently. Well, I'm waiting impatiently. And I think that I need to learn from my own words. And I struggle with being patient, but I will be patient. I will be patient. I don't really know what impatience is. I think, what does it mean to be patient, really? Does it mean doing nothing and waiting? Does it mean not wondering about it? Does it mean not talking about it? Does it mean not festering on it? What does it mean to be patient? Um, because I don't know. I try to be patient, and I've prayed for patience in the past. And you know what God will do? He'll give me opportunities to be patient. And this is one of those times we got to be patient. And they say, patience is virtuous, which I agree with. I think there's something to be said about someone that's patient, but, you know, we live in a society where patience doesn't exist. Pastor yesterday said we pray to God like we're ordering in a drive-through window. A lot of us do. And I've done that before. I've been like, God, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, and I want it in a timely manner, and I don't want to wait for it. Well, we don't operate on His time. And I have to constantly remind myself that, even as a veteran believer, even as a person who's been a Christian their whole life. I've been in the throes of it all. I think as I get older, the more I mature, just not even in my faith, but just as a person, like I understand it a lot more, what the Bible is really teaching us. But even, yeah, I mean, I'm still young, man. I'm still young. I'm 28. I'm still young. I still make mistakes. And I'm going to make mistakes all the way until I'm 48, all the way until I'm 88. If I make it that far, I'm going to make mistakes. So, patience, man. Patience is what counts. And you could be patient with a lot of things. You could be patient with a ton of things. Not just waiting on a job. I've seen I tend to have things the hard way. Like I was supposed to get a bunch of taxes back. Never got it back. Don't know where they are. I was supposed to have a career job at my job I was working before. Worked there 2 years, they let me go. There's a lot of hard things that happen to me. but I'm not worried about it because I know that God has my back. God doesn't want to see me fail. God doesn't want bad things to happen to anybody. But he allows things to happen. I don't know why that is. I think it's character development, and I think it's opportunities to grow closer to him. And I grow close to God often when I'm in the throes of life. I often grow close to him. I often pick up my Bible more. I often focus on him more when things are rough. Because when things are good, don't need him, which is not true. I think that we forget that. I think God knows, hey, let's reel him back in. Genius, actually. It's a genius idea because he's jealous. There was this old Christian song called "Oh How He Loves." It's old now, but it's a good song. And I remember people playing the crap out of it in church. I remember growing up and listening to it and how much fun those times were. But then I was struggling with patience, and now I'm struggling with patience. And I'm like a tree bending beneath his weight and mercy. You know, like there's literally like the lyrics of the song, and I'm bending right now in the throes of life underneath God's weight and mercy. Because now he's given me the opportunity to to do these interviews, and he's given me the opportunity to show who I am to these people. And now I have to wait. And God knows I don't like to wait. I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, though. There's some good tobacco right here. Tell you what, man, the Southern blend. Mmm. I'll have to go back to Arlington for it. You know what's cool? What's really cool is how many people on this channel have, um, or in my sphere here, have commented on videos. Dude, I can't believe the amount of reception that I'm getting on just small topics. You guys love talking, and I love hearing them. And I try to respond and like heart everything because I want y'all to know that I've read it. And it is really cool to see what you guys have to say. A lot of advice. The last video I did about me, learning new things as a pipe smoker. Dude, y'all put in so much good feedback for me that I might do a second video on that right now, or I might do a second video on that topic um, next time I do a video because it was so good, and I want to go over those answers. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. Go over those answers and then give my feedback on video about what you guys have said. So I think it's a great idea. I'd be down to do that. I think you guys would like that too. I reached out to Southland Pipes. If you haven't watched his videos, Go take a look at his videos, dude. He restores briar pipes. Really cool stuff. He's got pipes for sale too, and I recommend you check out his stuff because it's so relaxing watching him take an old pipe that was like a antique pipe or whatever, a state pipe, and he absolutely transforms it into something brand new. It's phenomenal. I also want to do a video of my family history because I think that it's really interesting. I have a very deep connection with history. I have a very deep connection with my family, like on a historical level, and I find it to be very interesting. And I think that a lot of people don't care about their historical or their ancestors, um, and like how we lived in the past. And I think I would love to have visited some of these time periods back in the day, man. My grandfather and grandmother were born in 1930. My grandfather uh, fought in the Korean War. He was a supply corporal. Got out after the war, married my grandmother, had my dad. you know, had my dad. There's a lot to think about when you're sipping on a pipe, dude. How many topics did I just blow off right now? Too many to count. Tell you what, being a pipe smoker in Texas ain't no joke, brother. You got to be used to this heat, man. Which I'm used to it now, but you got to get used to the heat. You just got to live with it. You got to live with the heat, man. You can't let it defeat you. I mean, it's humidity's high here, and you just gotta live with it. You gotta evaporate that sweat, dude, while you're smoking a pipe, dude. You just gotta work on it. You gotta work on it, man. I saw a video not too long ago of a guy who said pipe smoking isn't smoking. Dude, what? Yeah, it is. What do you call this, dude? It's not going in your lungs, bro. It's not smoking. Smoke is entering your body and leaving your body. You are smoking, okay? If I smoke a cigar, that's called smoking a cigar. You smoke a pipe. They're called pipe smokers, cigar smokers, cigarette smokers. You're smoking physically. I don't care, man. If I smoke a pipe, I like pipe smoking, bro. It's freaking sick. Now, I get what he was trying to say in the video. Like, there's like good things. There's a reason why pipe smoking isn't as dangerous as everything else, but there still is an inherent risk with smoking a pipe, dude. You're bringing smoke in your body. Yeah, maybe not your lungs, but you might get problems with your mouth and teeth and gums and stuff. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just a young idiot, with a YouTube channel. Nah, man, but I would like to do a video about West Virginia, where I'm from, and like my family in North Carolina. Because I know I live in Texas right now, but man, I don't belong here. I don't feel like I belong here. I'd like to go back home. My part of town's changed so much. I hate to see it. But that's the one thing you should expect is change, man. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today, man. That's 20 minutes on the clock. And yeah, man, I appreciate it, dude. Appreciate y'all listening in on me talking about patience today. And I will be patient. I'll continue to be patient, even when I don't want to be. All right, see y'all.